Hello and good evening. My name is John. We're here playing Assemble with Care as part of my Steam cleaning series. I go through every game in my Steam library, eventually then arbitrarily rate and or review them after we have playtime. Now, I don't quite know what this game is, but the game's out at random. This is how it starts. Because it's called Assemble with Care, I'm gonna take this and put that there. I'm gonna close it. Oh, okay. There. No, there. The best played with sound. All right, I'm playing with sound. Oh. Don't content ID me. Begin. All right.
After a year on the road, I thought I'd get tired of traveling. The endless clatter of railways, highways, and everything in between. But as my train pulled into the station at Bellariva, I felt every bit as excited as the first day of my journey. A whole year. It felt like a lifetime. The places I'd seen, the people I'd met, of course, the forgotten treasures I'd given a new lease of life along the way.
Nice painterly look on that, I gotta say.
I'm a restorer by trade.
Restorer.
Bringing our most beloved possessions back to life is what I love to do. I'd been traveling for months, working my way from one town to the next, fixing everything from family heirlooms to VCRs.
I'm curious on the choices here to do two different font sizes. There's no difference in how it's being spoken. And I don't know if this has more emphasis over this. It's a little, it's not a problem. There's voice acting and stuff, but it's a little discordant of like, does that mean something? Generally when you see different types of fonts, like it implies something, so.
Bellariva was my chance to take a break. Unfortunately, that would have to wait until after I'd unpacked.
Unpack button. Oh. All right.
My parents took this after I made my first repair. Seems like a lifetime ago. I'll hand these out once I'm settled in. Fingers crossed they get me some work.
Hairbrush.
Who doesn't love a scrunchie? Practical and stylish.
I don't know if I love scrunchies.
I saw a guitarist wearing these at a show once. Rock and roll repair woman at your service.
Okay, that's cool that they're picks. Oh, this is Papers, Please.
I picked up these sunglasses on my last stop.
I don't think she packed enough clothes.
To pull them off. Finally, I'd made it to Bellariva. I'd come for the food festival, taking place in a few days' time. After living off TV dinners and instant ramen for the last few months, I was craving a decent meal. Of course, I'd need to earn enough money to pay for it, so I figured I'd head out the next day and find
capitalism.
some work. My parents never wanted me to go. They wanted me to stay in their shop and have a simple, stationary life. I knew there was a world out there, beyond the four walls of our antique store, that I had to be a part of. I daydreamed constantly about the weird and wonderful places each of our antiques came from. I loved figuring out their stories, revealing the memories hidden beneath the screws and wires. My story in Bellariva began with a little girl and a voice she was longing to hear.
Please not be like a dead parent. Please be like a Teddy Ruxpin. Oh, Arrival. Oh, it's a tape player. Oh, it's gonna be a dead parent. Why would you do that?
It was my first morning in Bellariva, and I couldn't wait to leave my hotel and explore. It was a quiet town, its streets and alleyways basking peacefully in the hot morning sun. In the main square, meanwhile, preparations were underway for the festival in a few days' time. As I handed out my flyers, I wondered what the people of Bellariva would need me to fix. So far, everything here seemed perfect. I was starting to worry I'd made a mistake when I felt someone tapping me on the back.
Hi, I'm Izzy. Do you know how to fix things?
Yes.
It was a little girl, maybe 7 years old, who must have gotten hold of one of my flyers. She rummaged around in her backpack until she hauled out a battered red cassette deck.
My tape is broken and I can't make it work anymore.
Can't make it work anymore.
I tried to fix it myself, but there's this metal thing in the way. Can you try?
I'll do it. Screwdriver. Oh, pencil on this.
Why did you do that?
Oh. Method
How
manual.
did you do that? I didn't see.
Turn over.
Still not working. Something else must be wrong.
I have batteries here. Can I put the coffee on it? Oh, that's a nice way to get to the settings. Oh, there we go. Oh, I like the cup for the...
Those batteries look like they need replacing. Luckily, I have some spares.
You're gonna charge her for it, right? What? No. It's a little finicky. Oh. As the music box plays, we hear a woman singing along.
When it finished, Izzy picked up the tape deck and tucked it carefully into her backpack.
Thanks, Maria. You're the best person at fixing things ever.
No problem. Who was that singing? They're very good.
It's my mum. She's not here anymore.
Izzy trailed off. It was the kind
It's
of
a good
silence
plot beat,
that
but
tape
like, dead parent, come on. Give us a little warm up.
When Izzy's friends called for her, she dug deep into her pockets, looking for something to pay me with. Eventually, she produced a grand total of a stick of gum, 3 mismatched buttons, and a yo-yo.
I mean, the batteries cost something.
I usually preferred a check, but Izzy looked so serious, I wrote out a full receipt. She seemed like a happy kid, but beneath it all, part of her life had been shattered. Part I wouldn't be able to fix.
That's very melodramatic. I mean, like, I'm not being cruel. Like, I think this is a good way of getting into the game, but that's a very strong take. Shattered. Okay. Do we actually build a little statue with glue?
My first repair complete, I spent the rest of the day doing small jobs in and around the square.
Okay.
I was exhausted when I got back to my hotel and found a message asking me to make one more visit. The address led me to a quaint little house, a stone's throw from the beach. Bathed in the evening light, it looked beautiful, in spite of its flaking paintwork and chipped tiles. The front door was opened by a harried-looking man, still dressed from a long day at the office.
Are you Maria? My name's Joseph. I'm Isabel's father.
Oh no.
Sorry she bothered you this morning. Please, come in. I'd like to settle up properly.
On the mantelpiece, I saw the remains of a broken statue. Without thinking, I picked up a fragment.
Ah, my father's statue.
Oh,
What's left of it, at least.
really diving into this family
There's
drama.
another way I'd have disappointed him. It survived 100 years in this family. But 5 minutes with Isabel and... do you think you can salvage it?
It was from his Warhammer 40k collection. Alright.
Will you be able to see the glue afterwards? I don't want people seeing the cracks.
Oh no. Okay, the glue is going out automatically.
Sometimes I think my daughter should come with a warning label.
Buddy, chill. Yeah. Oh, oh.
Is this glue really strong enough to hold everything together?
You didn't even tell me what you wanted, you know? Like, relax, bro. Oh. Just don't play with it. You don't need that strong glue. Complete.
Thank you, Maria. It looks as perfect as it ever did. My father wanted me to make something of myself. He didn't have time for anything less.
I like the structure and the interludes of the gameplay. It's not yet been like a puzzle solving. There's not like choices to make. It's kind of going through a process, which is in its own right good. Like a lot of physical things is the joy of process. So I'm not against any of that. It's just from a gameplay standpoint, it's been a little static.
As Joseph put the statue back on the shelf, it nudged against the family portrait stood proudly next to it. So he was Bellariva's mayor,
Oh.
and that was Izzy's mom. They must both miss her so much.
Sorry, I'm a little tired. I've been working late getting things sorted for the festival. There's only a few days to go. Looks like I'll be working late. Again?
When I told my parents I wanted to leave, they always found an excuse to be busy, to avoid talking about it. I guess keeping themselves occupied was their way of pretending it wasn't happening.
Yeah.
Joseph's work must have been taking up so much of his time. But maybe that was what he wanted. I just hoped he was finding enough time for Izzy, too.
And there's a lot of levels. Telephone. For you people out there who are younger than me.
My second day in Bellariva dawned bright and clear. Another beautiful sunny morning. Walking into town, I passed cafes overflowing with customers cradling their morning coffees. I stopped, breathing in the smell of roasted coffee beans and freshly baked pastries. I was about to go inside when the owner of Carmen's, the cafe next door, stopped me.
Hello, Maria? Were you here yesterday handing out flyers? I have a job for you.
Her place was petite, tucked between its competitors as if hoping they wouldn't notice. Judging by the empty tables inside, though, her potential customers hadn't noticed it either.
Oh, that's good.
It's a bit slow today, but we're just getting started. I'm sure it'll pick up soon.
As Carmen chatted,
Oh,
At least I've got plenty of time to practice my recipe for the festival. It's a new
I wasn't
dish
reading the
I've been
second.
working on. I was hoping to call my sister for some seasoning tips, but it won't connect. Can you see if you can figure out what's wrong?
it's from 1938. That's what's... Wait, why do I have a chip already? What the?
You can fix it, can't you? I can't afford to replace it.
What is? Oh, it's must be my solder. All right.
Obviously, we'd normally be much busier than this.
Man, the physicality of having to drive these screws is a little wonky. Like, you have to get it. I'm like scrolling all the way across my screen. Oh. Yeah, I don't... It's weird that I have all the parts already. And I know it's more for the narrative side of stuff, but... And I kind of wish it didn't rotate. Oh, man, I'm already so torn on some of this stuff. Oh. How did that break?
Looks like this new circuit board is all hooked up.
How did I have a circuit board for that? I have to turn it over. Yeah. Again, I'm so torn. The tediness is kind of the point. Like, there is effort in restoring. There's effort in... We did it! Rotary phone.
When I handed the phone back to Carmen, she seemed almost reluctant to take it from me.
Why did it break?
So it's all working now, is it? I don't have to leave it to dry or let it cool down?
Nope, it's ready to go. It'll be ringing off the hook in no time.
That's if I can pay my phone bill anyway. And the rent and the suppliers. Anyway, take a seat and I'll be right with you. Your coffee's on the house.
Well, do I get paid?
I sat at one of the empty tables, while at the counter, Carmen had started dialing the phone.
Hello? How's my favorite sister doing today?
Why is there a circuit board for a rotary phone? I thought it was all the rotary part.
As she talked, Carmen became more and more tense. This didn't seem like a call for some cooking advice.
Lies.
I know I still owe you from last time, but I can't afford to take part in the festival if I don't pay.
I could almost feel the eye roll at the other end of the line.
You don't need to be here, though. Can't you just put the check in the post?
Bum, bum, bum.
When the call ended, Carmen brought me my coffee, her hands trembling.
Sorry about that. My sister's decided to fly in for a visit. Oh God, I have to get ready. Actually, I might have another job for you. Can you come by tomorrow?
Yeah. All right, here we go. Let's do the camera.
The next day, I'd promised Carmen I'd return to help her get the cafe ready for her sister's arrival.
All right.
I was about to set out when I received an unexpected call from my hotel's reception desk. Apparently, another guest had asked for me by name.
Oh.
Curious, I took the creaking elevator up to the top floor and made my way to the room number they'd given. I knocked.
Are you here about the camera? It's about time.
What?
The woman in front of me was immaculate. Not a hair out of place or a crease to be seen.
My sister tells me you know how to fix things. I'd usually go to an expert, of course, but in this town...
Do you know how to fix things?
So this was Carmen's sister? The two of them couldn't have been more different. Inside her room, I saw a beautiful reflex camera, any professional photographer's dream.
The viewfinder is completely dark. I can't see anything through it at all. I assume you can figure out what's wrong?
Oh, well, the cat's in there. That's the problem. All right, let's fix this camera. Yeah, I'm not a fan of how it forces the rotation. It feels like it takes away a lot of player intent. Huh. Oh gosh. And again, like they give you the answer.
I don't suppose you've fixed anything this valuable before.
Jeez, lady. How did I know to have a new mirror?
If I use the screwdriver, I could adjust the angle of the mirror. Perfect. Now the viewfinder should be working.
Uh-huh. That's what's weird to me, is the lack of
There's still a part I need to attach. Where does it go?
Bow, 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 bow.
I felt a pang of envy as I handed the camera to Helena. I put my disposable to shame.
I picked it up on my first trip. To
Ooh,
Paris.
la-di-da.
It's a 1958 limited edition, the first of its kind. It cost me 3 months' salary, but it was worth it.
I had no idea what 3 months' salary.
Yeah,
meant to
yeah,
Helena,
good
but
point.
I was pretty sure it was more than I could afford.
You've been paid in string or buttons and coffee so far. You really need to get a business plan.
It was strange, really, that we were even staying in the same hotel. I'd picked this place because it was cheap and cheerful, but surely she could afford somewhere better.
She's on the top floor.
She took some test shots, fiddling with the camera settings until she was absolutely satisfied.
This work is immaculate.
Ooh,
There's
immaculate.
one person in this town who knows what they're doing. Sending you to me might be the first thing Carmen's actually gotten right.
Wow.
I wondered why Helena had bothered coming if she thought so little of her sister.
See, again, this is a nitpick, but like this was louder as an external voice, and this is internal and it's quieter, but the fonts are flipped. So I'm getting this discordant things like, you know, again, smaller text implied. It's internal monologue sometimes, you know, it's all different, but it's not specifically the character. I don't know why the choice being made to do it like that.
I hear nothing from her for weeks, and then when she finally does call me, all she wants is money. If she thinks I'm lending her another penny, she'll have to convince me it's not a total waste of time.
That didn't sound good. If Hurricane Helena was about to hit, I hoped Carmen was ready.
Are we getting something better? No, it's just a sign. All right. Watch. I don't know what a buddy is. Propane burner. Okay, so there's 13. And an espresso machine. So we've done 5 of 13. So we've done about a fifth of this game. I think it's charming. I think it delivers well on the experience that it's going for. The issue I have is I'm not sure who I'd recommend this to, because the mechanics of fixing and repairing stuff I don't personally feel is well delivered, because I come in and I have all the parts I need and it's like, well, there's no mystery, there's no puzzle, it's just click everything back, which is fine, but it doesn't give me that assembled with care title or stuff where it's like, oh, it's just going through the pace. I would have liked to have been able to have a few choices, the ability to get something wrong, and not like crashing this narrative, but like, oh, I did this something here, and now maybe there's something along the way down, you know, the remaining 13, 14 elements. It delivers really well on what they're going for, but it's not what I want, which is very tough when it comes to doing these reviews, because I never want to take away the author's intent on why they're making their choices, but I also want to preserve my desires for why it does and doesn't work. So Assemble with Care, I like the style, I like the narrative, just doesn't mesh as well I like for the gameplay. Cheers.